So today is a massive day in the Premier League. The fixtures have been released, and today we're going to have a little look through them, mainly who has had awful luck, who's got a terrible start to the season, the worst run-in, Boxing Day, New Year's, and a couple of changes that have happened. So whilst I discuss this, each team's fixtures are going to come up on the screen. Those teams that have actually released a full fixture list graphic that I can easily put into a video for you. So if you are looking to see your team's fixtures, you can find them all on Twitter. That's where I've got every single one of these pictures from, but each team's is going to run alongside. Now, the start of the season, I mean, what you have to hope for when you're a team that isn't like Man City or Liverpool is you want an easy first couple of games. Get some good momentum going into the season. Pre-season, no one really cares about. The results don't matter. It's more about fitness and trying formations and stuff like that, bedding in new signings. But the first few games, you want to have that good, positive feeling in and around the club, the players, the fans, and take that into some tougher games. So ideally, your first 5 fixtures, you want maybe one kind of tough one, but 3 home games and 2 aways with some good, easy fixtures. Maybe you want to play against not necessarily the teams that have come up, because they can be harder than anticipated because they're fighting for their life in the Prem. You maybe want to come against the teams that finish 15th, 16th, something like that, so that you can basically get off to a really good start. So who has got the worst start to the season? Well, I'm a Leicester fan. Our start is not good at all. Not good whatsoever. So, not ideal for us, but our run-in is better this season, which is good. I think the worst one, though, is Palace. Now, I'll put Palace's on the screen right now. Their start to the season is tough. It's really, really tough. So as we talk about the start of the seasons, I'll run through each team's first 5 fixtures on the screen for you as well, so that you can understand what I'm talking about. So it's going to be interesting to see how they do, because they were looking pretty good under Vieira. They're a little bit inconsistent, but hopefully they can get their players back fit and firing, because they have some very exciting talents, especially in sort of the more forward positions, Eze, Mateta, players like that. Really, really interested to see more of those, hopefully, again, fit. So it'll be tricky for Mr. Vieira, but hopefully for his sake, he can do well. For us, again, ours is quite tough. Do I have faith in Brendan and our players to get some good results? Not really. But it's a new season. We wiped the slate clean. Last season was a bit of a write-off. Hopefully this year is going to be a bit better. Now, obviously, there's a Winter World Cup. So that massively changes things. And so fixtures, November, December, completely scattered. And it also means that for the first time, maybe ever, I'm not entirely sure, the fixture that comes between Boxing Day and New Year's Day has gone. So we now have a Boxing Day fixture and a New Year's Eve fixture rather than New Year's Day, which is interesting. So it will be intriguing to see whether the reasoning for that actually ends up making sense. And the reason is they don't want players to burn out post-World Cup. So teams that have a lot of World Cup level players won't be hindered as much once the season returns as we maybe initially thought, having like 3 games in 5 days kind of thing. So that's an interesting change. Obviously, Boxing Day fixtures, a lot of people are always interested in that one because especially if it's at home, you're in and around your family and everything like that, and everyone's just having a good time. It's chill. You want a good Boxing Day fixture to keep up the happy vibes. And then New Year's, always a good, clean slate. However, with it being on New Year's Eve, some people might be planning, for example, I might be planning, cough, cough. We have Liverpool away on New Year's Eve, so celebrating New Year's in Liverpool could be a possibility. We'll see. And then the big other thing is derby days. Now, it seems like, who knows whether they do stuff on purpose, but they have 3 derbies going on the same day in October, local derbies, which is interesting. The same in April. So the Sky and BT Derby Day weekend is already sorted for them. They don't even have to try and hype up one derby to make that the case. And a lot of people always get interested, even if they don't support the teams in like North London derby and stuff like that, and then Man City, Liverpool, those kind of big fixtures. So it's not as bad from a Leicester perspective as it has been in other years, and I'm happy about that. And when we look at the run-in, I feel like one team definitely has it the worst. So we look at Brentford, Liverpool, West Ham, Spurs and Man City. Now, if they are suffering from second season syndrome, they're going to be in big, big trouble. They need to be safe before those last 4 games. Otherwise, they are probably going to be going down. So let me know, what are your thoughts on the fixtures? How has your team fared? Have you got any really, really bad runs? Or is everything nicely spread out? You'll have to let me know in the comment section down below. We'll be doing another video tomorrow, so if you enjoy this one, thumb it up, subscribe. See you guys next time. Goodbye.